Now it started. Okay.
Okay. All right. Ready? Hey guys. Hello everyone. Welcome to UGAHacks 9. I'm Bonnie and I'm your lead director for UGAHacks. Thank you so much for coming. Glad you all were able to make it in. While people are still coming in, I'm gonna get started with opening. So everything here, we'll be sending it out to you later as well. So just make sure you let us know if there's anything that was confusing after the fact. You can always find us as well. So we're gonna get started. All right. You don't need to see it again. All right, so once again, I'm Bonnie, and these are our directors. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Helium. I am the Logistics and Community Engagement Director.
I'm Darby. I'm the Marketing Director.
Oh. I don't.
You want me to go next?
Yes, yes.
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm the Tech Director.
And our sponsorship director is Siddhi. She's probably just elsewhere dealing with other stuff, but she is also a part of our team. And then this is the rest of everybody else. We all, it's just like a family. All of us are always working together. But yeah, everybody is included. So yeah, say hi to the team. Hey guys. So in terms of event communication, this is where you'll be able to find all of us. The Slack is the most important thing. From what I know, some people had trouble getting included onto the Slack, so I really highly suggest scanning this QR code so that you are on the Slack. Under the Slack, the most important channels to you would be the announcements, Ask UGAHacks, or Help, insert sponsor. That's where you can ask people about workshops, side events, or anything else dealing with their challenges. And of course, regular announcements will be made when it's for food or anything that's urgent, such as project submissions. So make sure that you're on the Slack, and this information should have been sent out to you as well. So let us know if there's any complications, and you can find one of us. The other place that is the most important to you is the dev post. That's where you'll be doing your submissions for your projects. You would submit all of it through it. All track information is displayed there. And also, if you want to opt into a challenge, then that's where you would do it. And if you had any questions about those submissions, then you can also ask us. But make sure that you are completely finished with your dev post and all of the requirements that are under there by 8 a.m. on Sunday. That's when projects are due. Anything past that, you won't be considered for judging, but just make sure that you have everything that you need. Start early. Please start early so that you know that you're not missing any information. Yeah. Also, for our event schedule, we'll have extra event schedules, tools, and point system. what you guys should have gotten when you first were accepted is the pre-event packet. The pre-event packet is almost like your Bible. It has everything that you need to go through life. The communication, the schedule, workshops, side events, esports, track, judging, information, everything is on the pre-event packet. And if you don't know about where to find it again, of course you can look through your email, but you also have this where it will have all the information there. Additionally, just as an extra thing, for esports, if you still want to participate in esports, that is still open until 11:59. You would just go through mybyte.com, and that's kind of where you'll be able to register for the esports competition if you would still like to participate in it, which is hosted tomorrow. But once again, like I mentioned, there are the UGA badges. For the badges, most of you will have, the hacker one. And on the back, it will be just like kind of a general outline of what will be happening this weekend, but also there is important information on the QR code, such as the schedule and things of that sort, and any links that are important. So if you just need to do a quick scan or you didn't know if something was happening, all of that information is on the back for you. There are also 2 other badges available, which is the organizer badges, which is what all the organizers will be wearing, and also the sponsor badges, which is what all of our sponsors will be wearing as well. So if you had questions for anybody of that caliber, you would go and see if they had a badge like that. Additionally, for your hacker badges, please make sure that you're wearing it at all times. It's helpful for us to see who is getting food, who's eligible for food, and all of the workshops and side events and all the fun that's happening this weekend. So please make sure that you have it on at all times if you want to participate in anything going on this weekend. Once again, the event schedule is on there. There is a live schedule that's linked on your badge, and so that live schedule, if anything changes, they will be updated there. But generally, this is what will be happening during this weekend. Once again, you can find that on your badge if you aren't able to take a picture of this. All right? So, with all of those things that are happening this weekend, you can earn points and submit them through the point store and win different merch and vintage things. So it's a really exciting point system that I would love everyone to participate in. Some of you may have gotten 100 points already. Or 100 bones from initial check-in, but side events have 250, UGAHacks workshop is 500, esports is 500, company workshops 1,000 points, so et cetera, et cetera. I feel like this is a great opportunity to win things and keep people engaged. So make sure that you're participating and getting points. And the point store will be on the 4th floor in the west wing. And that map is also included on the pre-event packet, which is what everyone should have gotten. But if you have any questions, once again, you can ask an organizer. Additionally, over in that corner, near the organizer desk, we will also have a help and hardware desk. It has Arduino kits, Raspberry Pis, Alexa Home, and more. It's going to be a first come, first served basis, but everything will be there for you, especially if you'd like to participate in the hardware hack competition. So please let us know if you need anything, and we'll be, once again, located on the 4th floor if you would like to use any of our materials. As for the event tracks and challenges, everything everybody's been waiting for. For UGAHacks challenges, we have a few listed here of what we'll be hosting and what we'll be giving prizes to. So we have Best Overall Project for 1st place and 2nd place. We have Hardware Project and Solo Project, as well as First Time Hacker Projects. So we have a range of project tracks that people can participate in for whatever skill level they're at, whether you're a beginner or you're advanced or you are wanting to do anything with hardware or even just by yourself. We have something for you, and we hope that you are able to participate. In terms of what you'll be winning, you can win a JBL speaker, a projector, Bose headphones, a mechanical keyboard, or a monitor, depending on what you submit your project for. Once again, opt into those challenges, and that's what you'll be possibly be able to win. So all of that information is on the dev post. Once again, start early. But these are the things that you're eligible to win if you submit a really, really good project. We also have side event challenges. Those side challenges are things that you can also participate if you don't want to do something as big as a project. We have 2 art competitions and 2 different types of gaming tournaments to participate in. The art competition, Superbite, is where you would recreate our Superbite as doing something superhero related, whether that's as a different type of superhero or if they're helping people, just reimagining Superbite as something that is superhero related. That's what qualifies for that art challenge. For the art competition, too, it's reimagining the GitHub Octocat. I'm sure everybody has seen Octocat once before. That is the mascot for GitHub, and they have competitions all the time for Octocat and reimagining them as something else, whether they're a different creature or a different type of, I guess, persona. So we have that as an option, as a challenge, if you want to participate in that one. And additionally, we have our 2 gaming tournaments, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Mario Kart 8. Once again, registration is still open up until 11:59 tonight, so make sure that you register on MyBite for that tournament. As for what you can win for those, there's well, there is, Lord have mercy. There's a Chick-fil-A card that you could win, as well as a Bubble Cafe, a Bubble Cafe card, which is located downtown in Athens. Additionally, for the art challenge, the Chick-fil-A and Bubble Cafe, those are for the esports competitions. For the Visa, there will be $100 Visa for both art challenges, so 1 each. And that submission will be available to you during the weekend. Just make sure that you are in the art competition Slack channel for more information on that. Sorry. All right, now we'll get started with our sponsor challenges, and we'll start with MLH.
Can y'all hear me in the back? Can you hear me in the back? Yes? No? Okay, cool. I'll just yell. So welcome to UGAHacks from MLH. I'm super excited to be here and see all of y'all here. My name's Gabriella. I'm a coach here at Major League Hacking. I use she, her pronouns, and if you want a fun story from me, ask me about the time I rode a fire truck to the airport. It's a good story. But if you want to connect with the other hackers, make sure you join the Slack. They had information on that earlier. You might be wondering what MLH is if you haven't been to a hackathon before. It stands for Major League Hacking. Essentially, we partner with a bunch of different hackathons all around the world, comprising the global hacker community. And the global hacker community is made up of over 500,000 hackers just like you, attending university in high school or otherwise. It's a great community to be involved in, and we do a bunch of awesome events all year round. Just by being here today, you're winning community points for your university, even if you don't go to the University of Georgia. And at the end, the end of the season, we have a leaderboard with the top 10 schools. So you can check in with where your school's at, and there is a prize at the end for the winning school. In addition, if you had fun at this event and you want to learn more about different technical topics, you can join us at Global Hack Week, which will be at ghw.mlh.io. These are different streams on technical topics. This month starts this weekend and is on machine learning and artificial intelligence. As far as what we're doing this weekend, you can head to hack.mlh.io/UGAHacks-9/prizes. It'll be in the Slack, don't worry about that, with prizes and more information on what MLH is sponsoring this weekend. But I wanted to emphasize that we're here to support you at this event. If you have any questions, need help figuring out how to make your hack or brainstorming, feel free to find me. I'll be walking around in this MLH t-shirt throughout the weekend, so you can come find me and ask any questions you might have. As far as the events we're running this weekend, we're running a Sorbonne Quest mini event. tomorrow at 1 p.m. in room 350. It's on the map in the cheat sheet packet. So be sure to pop out to this to learn more about this technology, as well as possibly win an Anchor power charger. And then also we'll be running a cup stacking event at 4 p.m. tomorrow in the same room, 350. And we'll be giving away free t-shirts at the cup stacking event as well. So be sure to pop out if you want a t-shirt with this logo on it. As far as what we'll be giving away for prizes this weekend, we'll be giving out some freebies at the hardware lab, so you can check out some bigger pieces of hardware, but I'm also going to be giving out some free microcontrollers, Internet of Things starter kits, and Arduinos. If you come find me in the MLH hardware lab, you might be able to grab one of those for free as well and keep it. As far as our prizes, with the best AI application built with Cloudflare, I'm forgetting the prize, but it'll be up on the link, and this is one of our challenges. You're also able to win a battery pack and JBL wireless headphones for the best use of Auth0, which is a great integration into a hack if you're trying to make a login page or just some sort of authorization and you don't want to spend a lot of time coding it. You can also win a breadboard IoT kit for the best use of Kintone, which is a pretty simple kind of like back-end starter kit, which you can integrate into your hack. And then finally, we also have the most creative Adobe Express add-on, which is not Creative Cloud specific. It's kind of integrating Creative Cloud and those like content creation tools from Adobe into your hack. And you're able to win a Wacom drawing tablet and a mini JBL speaker for this prize. If you need to see any of those again, they'll be on the dev post, and I'll be sending out more information in the Slack as well. I also wanted to mention we have some cool Web3 partners with MLH. No prizes or challenges this weekend, but you can find out some more information on the freebies and information on those partners at hack.mlh.io/web3. Also, be sure to submit this weekend, even if you're not feeling super proud of your hack at the end of the weekend. There's some bugs, it's not totally working. If you submit your project to DevPost, you'll get these iDemoed stickers, one from both MLH for like our season iDemoed, as well as one specific to UGAHacks with the UGAHacks logo. And if you're looking for an internship, a job, you're able to head to the MLH Career Lab from some of our sponsors if you're looking for a job. But if you're not quite ready for an internship or job, you can head to the MLH Fellowship, which is essentially a 12-week online open source mentorship program where you gain some more experience in software engineering, DevOps, or some other technical areas. But I know that was like a lot of information. You might be, it's kind of like a fire hose of everything you're trying to take in, but I did want to stop and kind of like on a more serious note, emphasize that MLH hackathons are meant to be a safe space for everyone. And if anything happens this weekend that makes you feel unsafe or uncomfortable, you can come talk to me or any of the UGAHacks organizers, and we'll work with you to make sure that whatever situation gets resolved and everyone's having a good time this weekend and learning and making great hacks. If you aren't able to find me or an organizer, or you're not comfortable talking to us about like whatever went on, you can contact this email or phone number. And also, I just wanted to emphasize that everyone at this event, sponsors, me, organizers, and all of the hackers agreed to the MLH Code of Conduct, which you can find here, just kind of outlining some of like those basic standards we have for everyone to make sure that this is a great event for all people involved. Thank you again to all the partners who made this possible, and happy hacking.
All right, our next sponsor is Kickstart Fund.
Hey guys, raise your hand if you like free money. Yeah, I hope that's everybody here. So the UGA Kickstart Fund basically gives out free money to businesses or ideas. So this year we decided to partner up with UGAHacks, and a little bit about who we are. So like I said, we're a student-run venture capital firm. If you don't know what that is, a venture capital firm basically gives money to businesses or ideas in exchange for equity. But what we do is we basically just give away free money. We don't take any equity, which if you don't know what equity is, it's kind of like ownership. So we give away in between $500 and $10,000, and we do about $100K annually to UGA student-run businesses. This could also just be ideas for student-run business. And we can also connect entrepreneurs with resources. So we decided to come to UGAHacks 9 just because this is kind of a breeding ground for innovation, new products, new services, new technology, and we thought this kind of aligned perfectly with what we do with funding student-run businesses. So we have 3 different grants. We have a starter grant, which is $500 to $1,000. There's no requirements for that. It's just you have an idea or you have a pre-existing business. The regular grant is $1,000 to $5,000. That gets more into the nitty-gritty of having the actual business up and running. And then the follow-on grant is kind of that next stage after you've gotten your regular grant. So a lot of you would be looking at that starter grant, which would be $500 to $1,000 just for possibly having an idea. I don't know why this is messed up. It's not messed up normally. I'll try to read this out for you guys, but basically we're more than just a grant. If you have an idea and you want to be an entrepreneur, we'll connect you with VCs in Atlanta and throughout Georgia, and then possibly throughout the United States. We've had people go on to Shark Tank. We had one just the other month that got a deal on Shark Tank. We had one last year. We also just connect you to the entrepreneurship program within UGA. If you've been to Studio 225 or been anywhere in the SOE, Society of Entrepreneurs, you know that it's a pretty big program and we have a lot of resources. And just further on advice, you can come to us if you guys need help. If you guys aren't sure if your idea could be a viable business or not, we're just here to help. So the timeline of the process for this weekend would be we will have a room in the upper west side of the 4th floor. And basically that will be on the Slack. I think we're getting a Slack channel where you can reach out to us, set up a time, and come to our room. Talk to us. This could be you just have questions about the Kickstart Fund. You have questions about if you can pitch or if you do want to pitch. And so if you do want to pitch, you can pitch your idea that you came up with this weekend. You can do an idea that you came up with last month, last year, just something that you guys think could turn into a viable business. And then we will notify you if we really like your business. We'll do that in that room, and we'll say basically like, this is a great idea. We want you to come to a final pitch, and then we'll walk you through the steps of that, where you would come to a room in Correll Hall, which is in Terry, and then you can pitch to get up to $10,000. So if you want to scan this QR code that takes you to our website, and yeah, basically free money, and it can be for anything. If you guys come up with a great idea this weekend and you think you guys need some extra money for it, yeah, feel free. And that's the Kickstart Fund.
We'll have State Farm as well present their challenges. Okay.
Can you guys hear me okay? Awesome. I'm just going to talk quickly about the State Farm Challenge that we have here today. We've been sponsoring this event since UGAHacks 4. So we're really happy to be back here again. We brought a whole lot of merch to give away, mostly tomorrow, and have a couple workshops, a couple side events going on. So make sure you come and visit us on the 4th floor at the State Farm booth. We're also happy to talk about the career paths, what does it look like to apply, any of your questions. So really take advantage of that time if you can. I know you'll be busy, but we have the State Farm Good Neighbor Challenge as well, which we've done for a few years now. There's not a lot of technical requirements, so really if you think you have an idea that you can help people with just broadly, you may be a contender for the State Farm Good Neighbor Challenge. Just make sure that you submit for it in DevPost. Really anything that is going to make a positive impact on your community is a good contender for this. And if you have questions about your particular hack and whether it would apply or not, please come by and ask us about it, or come to the information session, which is I think at 10:30 tonight if anyone's going to be around that late. Otherwise, you should get most of what you need to know from just this here today. And what can you win? The winning team, up to 4 members, we're going to be giving away a custom keyboard, which you can build yourself. And it should be about a $200 value. Maybe you can go a little bit higher. That's what we've talked about. So if that sounds like something you want to go after, get your team together and come up with a good hack. And that's really all I have for you guys today. Please, again, come talk to us at the State Farm booth upstairs. And good luck. Happy hacking.
Next up is HPCC Systems.
It's so great to be back here. My name's Bob, and I'm a software engineering lead at LexisNexis Risk Solutions, which is a part of HPCC Systems. There he is, opening night, ta-da! And real quick, talk about our business. If you don't know who LexisNexis is, we are involved in all kinds of areas that work with large amounts of data that solve problems for businesses that involve risk. We're part of a company called Relics. So this, we're the small part here. There's legal, there's exhibitions, and we've got about 30,000 employees nationwide, just in case you don't know who we are. HPCC Systems is our open source platform since 2011, and it is the platform that deals with large amounts of data. Anytime you have a solution for any type of business, healthcare, financial services, government, you name it, we're there with a solution because we process large amounts of data, over 12 petabytes of content, 20,000 plus different data sets on our primary production cluster, and so on. So HPCC Systems has been around for about 20 years. It's been long established, but we've been open source since 2011. And we did that so we could reach out to the academic community and to other businesses in general and just make this platform available for free, all right? So enough of that, we've done it. So this year's challenge, so cool, because UGA comes up with these ideas. Last year we did Find Your Paradise because it was a travel theme, and so we did Find Your Paradise. That was our challenge last year. Anybody remember last year? And does anybody have any experience with our language called ECL? Anybody out there? Cool. That's part of the challenge, is to learn about our platform. 9:30 tonight. Room 213, I'll be talking about the platform in more detail. We have an idea here for you to be a hero for your own challenge. It's called Help Missing Kids. On average, 1,000 children go missing every day in the United States, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, called NCMEC. All right? LexisNexis has partnered with NCMEC. We have a pro bono program that we have called ADAM, which is the automated delivery of alerts for missing children. So even if you don't decide, because maybe you want to work with your good old comfortable Python and your Java and everything else, and what is this ECL? Come and learn the language. It's really cool. I'm going to talk about it for an hour. It's an easy language to learn. We have a wiki page. It's got all kinds of resources to help you get up to speed. You're not going anywhere tonight anyway, right? You're going to spend the whole night, so you can kind of look at the platform and learn and get comfortable with the language and do some good things to help these missing kids. We've taken the NCMEC data feed that was just released yesterday as of February 8th. There are 3,490 some odd missing children in this feed from all over the United States. And, well, first of all, I'm getting ahead of myself. The ADAM program, this system that we have, sends alerts. Anytime a child goes missing, we send alerts to all the first responders in that area to let them know, be on the lookout. And these posters go up in police stations and libraries and all other places where, have you seen this child? Can we find them? Can we bring them home? That's the idea behind it. My idea, thank you UGA for this idea, be the hero of your own story. I went out and found, in addition to the NCMEC data, we have a whole bunch of other public data sets that I pulled down. Education, unemployment, poverty, population, you can see here, and then police stations, fire stations in the entire United States. All of these data sets are ready for you to use, ready for you to explore, and link them back to the NCMEC data. What are we going to do with them? Well, here it is. Some of the data coming in can enhance the raw NCMEC feed to say, are kids going missing because maybe there's more poverty in a given area, maybe population? Is education a factor? And so pulling this data set in, enhancing the raw feed of NCMEC is going to be one of our challenges. The other challenge is to grab the child and to link them to all resources in their area. I'm going to show you, I've linked police, fire, and hospitals as an example, but then we have churches and food banks, and you can come up with any other data set that you want to help us find these missing kids. Okay? So that's the challenge. George, what are we giving away for the challenge?
First prize is going to be, we have a Bose speaker for teams of 4. So first prize gets a Bose speaker, Beats headphones, power bank, Starbucks gift card, and then a swag bag that has a bunch of like other stuff in it. And then we also have prizes for second and third, but that's the top prize, guys.
All right, so room 213 at 9:30. And one more person, Trish McCall. She's the co-founder of the Adam program. She's here tonight too. So if you want to come over to our booth, if you don't want to participate in the challenge, at least scan the Adam and be a part of the Adam program so that you can get alerted when a child goes missing in your area, and you might, who knows, you might help find them. Thank you. All right, we'll see you later today. All right, bye-bye.
And for those who don't know, Bob was here last year, and he did the Hot Ones Challenge, which is something that will also be happening again this year with sponsors. So if you're interested in that, that will also be streamed for Hot Ones
We
Challenge.
also have internships. I know we picked that, but over the summer, if you guys have any questions on internships, we do that as well.
All right. Next, we have Capital One, and they'll be introducing their challenge.
Hello everyone, my name is Bori and I'm a software engineer at Capital One. So this weekend we have a challenge. We're looking for the best financial hack. It's intentionally very broad. We're trying to include as many ideas as we can. The winning team will get $250 Amazon gift card each. And then we also have an API called Nessie. Essentially, you can do anything you want with it in terms of moving money. So for example, if you want to create your own Venmo, you can do that. Just don't do that and submit it for our prize because that's already done. Another thing is we have a bunch of swag. I'm wearing the shirts that we brought this weekend, for example. So if you're interested, you can come stop by our room or booth and get some shirts. We also have a ton more swag, so I don't want to take them back with me because I'm flying and it's going to be expensive to check in the luggage. So please come get them from me. Good to see you. And this weekend, if you have any questions about Capital One, about anything technical, feel free to come hit me up. I'll be happy to answer. Thank you all.
As mentioned, all all sponsor tables will be laid out on the 4th floor by tomorrow. So tomorrow you can kind of wander, see who you want to talk to, whether you want to network or ask more about their challenges. They will be set up on the 4th floor for you to kind of just talk to and, you know, things like that. So next, we have AI Futures.
Hi everyone, this is our first time here. We are so excited, so thank you for welcoming us in. So, quick question. How many of you are aware that you can enter into the workforce at the Department of Defense and not be required to join the military? Pretty decent. Well, that is why we're here. So AI Futures is a program that is funded and supported by the Department of Defense to help them bridge the gap to bring in civilian workers through various internships and full-time opportunities across the United States. So we are a small but mighty team based out of Columbus, Ohio, so we too flew down here to get in front of you and really expand that knowledge of what that means to be a federal employee. How we do that is through several different engagement opportunities throughout the year. So we go through, we probably have reached out to you via handshake here recently, just to let you know that we are going to be attending. But we do also provide our own type of events, our tech talks. We do sponsor more hackathons like this. Most recently, we were at Sparta Hack up at Michigan State University. We'll be at Ohio State University next weekend. And then we really work at the meat of this to get you primed and ready for those full-time opportunities. So Markham, raise your hand. He is our student outreach coordinator. He is going to be here all weekend. He's going to have some in-person sessions that you can sign up for to talk through what that means. And if that is something of interest to you, he goes pretty in-depth with figuring out what your resume looks like. I'm sure resumes are just your favorite thing in the entire world, right? So giving you some insight for what that looks like, giving you some real world advice, and then we get you set up on that path to start that application process. So some of those events that we talked about up front, I mentioned the technical talks. So today we actually had one with our parent company, Mantle Technologies, where we had Jessica Gillum talk about biometrics in sports. So she was talking about softball pitching and what that takes for them to have that longevity there. We also do speaker panels, so we were fortunate enough to bring in speakers from the Army, Navy, and Air Force to talk about what it means to work within the civilian side of the Department of Defense. And then we also do classroom talks too. So if there are opportunities where you think it would be a really good chance to get more intimate insight in a class feel, we're totally open to those as well. So this is just a highlight of some events that we do have coming up on our horizon. The Buckeye Gaming Collective, which is their own esports up in Columbus, Ohio, they are going to be partnering with the Army DevCom, the Ground Vehicle Systems Command out of Warren, Michigan. They're going to be bringing down some of their tech. Those students are going to get an opportunity to interact with them one-on-one and expand their horizons there. This is a glimpse of other things that we are going to be offering this year, more virtual tech talks. So if you want to hear from some engineers in the Navy from Philadelphia, they're going to be offering those talks in April and in May. And then we are also getting involved with RoboMasters at Purdue University. So some really cool things, a lot of variety. So again, why we're all here is we want to be able to work with you one-on-one, get that expansion of knowledge into the DoD. So in 2023, we were able to touch over 200 students to have that type of interaction. And in this year so far, we have over 150 student meetings scheduled to get started. So what does that look like from the Department of Defense? So we are nationwide. This is an overview of where we are across the map. So we have influences with the Naval Surface Warfare Center, particularly out of Crane, Indiana, Port Hueneme out in California, Air Force Lifecycle Management Center, so Air Force, Robins Air Force Base actually here in Georgia, and then as well as the Marines, which we are very excited to get more involved with too, so cool. So why does this matter? Does this work? Yes, it does. So we recently had a student from Ohio State get accepted into the Naval Surface Warfare Center out of Crane, Indiana. So for those of you that are not aware what that means, it is one of the largest naval bases in the country, and they are specifically working on different parts of the ship that deal with radar, sonar, and optical engineering. So they are consistently going through improving their technology. They're wanting to bring in electrical engineers, computer scientists, and they are hungry for them. That really can be replicated across any of the installations that we do work with. Because as you all know, and is in our title, AI is at the forefront of this, and that is something that they are tapping into that came as a directive directly down from the White House. And then this is one of our awesome stories that we have. So Audrey is a student that is out of Michigan State. She attended SpartaHack last year. It was her first hackathon. And she came by our booth to check us out, see what we're all about, but she also picked up a Raspberry Pico Pi. And that really inspired her beyond that to actually change her major. And she has been in 17 hackathons in the span of a year. And she's placed in, I think, half of those. So we are, we love the idea of you being able to get a job, right, in the DoD. That's what our main mission is. But if we can have small inspirational things like this, we obviously want to do that too. So for this weekend, I mentioned before, Markham, he is going to be meeting with students in informational sessions. So this QR code is going to take you to his Calendly if you want to sign up for that there. And then we also have Jared, who's going to be doing 2 different workshops. How many of you have an Xbox? Yeah? Okay. So he's going to be doing reverse engineering on the Xbox controller, and then also how to pull memory from the Xbox. The pulling memory is going to happen on Saturday, and then the reverse engineering is going to happen on Sunday. So be sure to check him out. Thank you.
Just to preface, AI Futures does not have a challenge, but they do have their workshops, so please check them out further. Okay. All right, so experiential learning credit. This is for UGA students. So as people do know, you can earn EL credit through UGAHacks. The first step is being here and submitting a project through DevPost. But other than that, there are other requirements to complete, such as these. And from there, you will be eligible to get EL credit. So if you have additional questions, you can email us at hello@ugahacks.com, or you can visit our site as well to see the EL packet there if you have any further questions. Otherwise, thank you. The end of the opening ceremony. We will have our first time hacker workshop, which is the first come, first serve will get boba. So if you are there, if you want to be there for the first time hacker, it is in the next room over. Thank you.
Do you know where the hardware stuff is? So we will have the hardware table set up on the 4th floor. 4th floor? Yes. Okay. 4th floor, West Wing. West Wing. Yes. It is not set up yet, but it will be, I believe,